Living in Canada as an African woman can be very challenging, especially if you have family and little children or any other dependents. Finding time to relax and have fun outside of work routine and family responsibilities takes a lot of effort. My guest today is the convener of La 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 Friday, a hangout platform created for women of color to mingle and have fun in Halifax. Nancy Eke, a mother of 3 beautiful children, is an IT project manager with the Halifax Regional Municipality. She also sits on the board of Halifax Convention Centre and Event Eats Group as director. Nancy is a member of the Institute of Directors Canada, ICD. Welcome to the show, Nancy.
Thank you, Jane. It's my pleasure once again to be here.
It's so good to have you here. So, tell us, how do you juggle being a mother, being a career woman, and how do you manage to still find time to have fun?
Thank you very much, Jane. I believe that the idea or the trick per time is to balance competing priorities. We all have 24 hours. And you will find that here in Canada, especially as a mother, a career woman, a business woman, and someone who probably has a little more than just parenting and career, you'd find that it appears that time and again you are having to play catch up with your life. Way back in Nigeria, for me, it was a hard realization for me because I remember that in Nigeria, we all had some sort of outsourcing in the sense that you probably had family around when you wanted to do something that mattered to you. You had maybe nannies, someone who you could just leave the children with, take some time, go do what you needed to do, and then come back to your family. But here in Canada, it's different.
Yes.
You are a teacher, you are a mother, you are a career woman, you are a business woman. You are still on the home front, you are doing too many things, and you still have to pay attention to what is really necessary. So what I believe per time, and which I find that has worked for me over the years, is having to, like I mentioned, balance competing priorities.
Okay.
We all have 24 hours and it's never enough. But for me, the trick is what is core right now. What do I need to do? And in that way, I'm able to shuffle other things to the back burner, bring some things to the fore, and then I just keep moving.
Okay, Thank you. So tell me, how did you start the La 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 Friday? What led to it? Like, what is it all about?
Oh, well, La 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 Friday was birthed out of a necessity for women to just relax.
Okay.
There's hardly time for, and I say women now because that's the audience or that's the gender that I pay particular attention to because I'm a woman as well. So I know the pain points and the challenges that we all go through as women. Here in Canada, you have to work, earn a paycheck alongside with your husband to just manage the family finances and to do things that matter to your family or to at least be comfortable, but you will find that as a woman, your 9 to 5 is taken because you have to give to Caesar what is Caesar's and give to God what is God's, and then you get back from work, you have to still parent, so there's really no time to just unwind. And so it started as a joke. It just started it was a statement in passing. What can we do to just hang out? And started looking for places where we could, where that could appeal to us. Had a couple of places where that had come up as suggestions, as it were. And then eventually we got one that seemed to do the trick in the sense that it was our own thing. It was, we had to go eat what we're used to in terms of local food. It was an ambience where we could all be ourselves because we were coming from a place that was similar to what we were seeing.
Okay, can I just ask, like, what exactly do you do? Like, do you come, sit, talk, laugh, eat, dance? Like,
Yes, so it's a mixture of everything.
Okay.
And then because of the way, our routines here in Canada, you find that most connections are virtual. Thanks to instant messaging, sometimes you have a phone call here and there, but I have always been a strong believer in the power of presence. And I know that beyond the virtualness of, communication and beyond what social media has presented to us right now, nothing still beats having to see one-on-one. And so that, with that in mind, and also with the mindset that we needed to just come together and just unwind, just let down the pressure, let down our hair, just leave daddy with the children and just come and be ourselves, just do the things that appeal to us as women. And that's how La La Land Friday was birthed. And, initially when we started, it didn't appear as though, the support in terms of the participation from women, it first started, in trickles, and then before you knew it, we were overtaken by events.
Of course, everybody wants to have fun.
People, and then it was so that we actually had to, tax ourselves or bill ourselves to pay for the food, get some sort of just enclosed venue where we had booked the place for the whole 3 or 4 hours. So that had to, come as some form of commitment to us. But when we started, people began to pay up. And before we knew it, where we had booked couldn't contain us anymore. But we still made it happen. Yes. So it was just birthed out of an idea or out of the mindset to just come, connect, relax, share experiences, unwind, all in the midst of really good food.
And also having people have the same mindset, right? People truly want to relax and unwind. People find that they're working so much, they don't rest, they don't have time for fun. So, and a lot of people I find have issues of creating the fun. So it's easy for them when they have someone who has done that, which is what you have done by creating that fun for them. So it was more like,
let's just plug in. Yes.
Come
that
be
was
with
exactly
other
what it
people.
was, because having to just put together the whole logistics. Nobody wants to be at the forefront of stringing together an event without some participation. But someone was able to.
Amazing.
It was really good.
Amazing.
It was the turnout was so good.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So my final question would be, what's your advice to women? Like, what would you advise them to do? How can they balance what they do, their career, family, business, with taking time to relax and unwind? What's your advice for them?
Well, I'll just refer to what they say in our local parlance, when the phrase that says problem no dey finish, just the way we say it in Nigeria, and that's the truth.
Problem
So
the finish.
exactly, problem no dey finish. And for me, that is the core of my advice in just a few words, in just a few lines, because you find that for every point in time you always have something that takes the core of you, but you have to balance it. Like they say, all work and no play just don't pay, or makes Jack a dull boy, or makes Jacqueline a dull girl in this sense. So find time, no matter how small, to just unwind, find what works for you. Some people are introverts. They do not, they don't appreciate the having to come out in a public space, but just find what makes you tick and ensure that you create 30 minutes at least to just do your own thing, away from distractions.
Be selfish.
It helps just selfishness is actually allowed. It is, because if you have 24 hours and you find that as a woman you're sharing your 24 hours with your husband, with work, with very many things, with your children.
True.
But you have to make time for yourself. It's called the morality of self-interest. You have to find something that works for you. Otherwise, you can't give what you don't have. If you are not recharged and re-energized to give out, you find out that you're aggressive, you're frustrated. People are, your family perhaps is walking around, everyone is walking on eggshells around you. But if you find time to just, calm down, it's easier to just be who you are important. And give out, that energy that you would want to give out.
I believe our people listening would want to join you, right? So how can they contact you? How can they join? Like, what do they need to do to be part of this amazing thing you're doing?
Okay. First of all, we have a group called the Uncommon Women of Nova Scotia.
Okay.
At this time, it's about a 200 woman strong group of all Nigerians who have come together to just make the most of this land. And so you find that in that kind of atmosphere, or in that kind of setting, there's always someone trying to bring up ideas, and, beyond just the, creation of ideas or the sharing of ideas, there's also a lot of conversations about what our challenges here are, and how we can best, keep moving to, triumph
Okay.
by day. So interested women can follow me on social media, then I would be more than happy to direct them to the WhatsApp group.
All right. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Thank you too, Jane.
And that was Nancy AK, convener of Lala Live Friday. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more contents like this and other interesting conversations about happenings in the Black community of Nova Scotia. My name is Jane Chijuka. See you soon.